Okay, so we're going to take a look at just some optional things that you can do with your project and your character. Okay, so I am here on my main actor. All right, and let's take a look at some of the things I can make him do. So I'm going to connect them to whatever is happening. So whenever the backdrop switches to farm, in addition to saying yeehaw for 2 seconds, I'm going to add that he's going to start a sound called moo. Okay, now the reason moo is here is because in sounds, I went in and I added that sound moo. Okay, so if I go back to my code, let me play my game, and as soon as I click farm, there it is. I don't know if you could hear it, but he said yeehaw with the speech bubble, and then he mooed. All right, so let's pick something else. If I do maybe the beach, what do I want him to do at the beach? Well, there's a couple of things I can do. I can do, if you haven't tried it, in looks, there is a switch costume. Okay, so I can have him switch costume. I only have 2 costumes, but I might be able to add more, and that's here. So you can see Sprite Cat comes with 2 costumes. If I want to add more, I just click choose, and then I can add some more costumes. I could actually even change him if I wanted to, but you'll see a lot of times they're together. So if you had a bat, there's a whole bunch of bat costumes. But let me do this. He has a couple here. This one and this one are already in it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add this. So that'll be the third one. And then let me do that again. And I'm going to add this one. Okay. So now back in my code, I can just have him switch a costume. So if I run my code, I'm going to have him switch to costume 2, right? But another way I can do that, if you want to play around with costumes, is use one of those repeat blocks. Okay. And I'm going to go back here at looks, and I'm going to do next costume. Okay, and there were, I think, 4 costumes altogether. So let's see if that'll work. But also, before I do that, I want him to, actually, you know what? I'm going to do it on the on start. Since I'm playing around with my costumes over here, on my on start, I'm going to put this and have him back at his regular costume. So that'll make it every time I hit that start, it'll reset him. All right, so let's test and see what all this costume stuff does. I'll hit beach. Oh, that was a little fast. So I might want to play with that a little bit. Okay, so what we want to do is then look at something for space. I'm going to do one of those things I did in my other project where I'm going to do a motion and I'm going to have him glide. So let's go see where, I think I'll have him go like up into the sky since it's space. And when I did that, remember the coordinates changed on all my motion blocks that have coordinates. So I'm going to have him glide 1 second to that position. And then I also want to make sure anytime I have a character move, I have him go to my main position first to start. Okay, so let's test that one. So I click space. He says out of this world, and then he glides. And then when I click my green flag, he comes back. All right. So again, this is all optional. You can just play around with what you want your sprite to do in addition to just saying something about your setting. Have fun.